Okay, so propeller is painted black all over. The spinner looks white in the picture of the kit, but the instructions say paint it black, so I'm doing it as per the instructions. Cockpit is painted. I put the joystick in there and painted it black, as you can hopefully see. Probably doesn't help, I've got a black shirt on, but the joystick is in there, look, and painted black. It's all drying. The fuselage halves sections are painted green, and they're drying as well. So it's time to move on to an early introduction to applying the decals now. I just want to position the camera a bit better because it's not as good as it was earlier on. Ugh. There we are. That's a bit more like it. You can see the workbench. Now the instructions call for the decal number 11, which is a representation of the instrument panel, to be stuck to the inside of the front bulkhead. So that's what I'm going to do now. So taking the decal sheet, again the parts are numbered just like on the plastic sprues. So number 11 is the instrument panel. So I'm going to cut that out with the skizzers. Just carefully cut that out so that I've just got the cockpit decal, and oh, I've cut the edge off it. That was silly, clumsy. Then what I'm going to do is take one of these teeny weeny little yogurt pots, and using some water that I've got down here that I keep by my workbench, just pour in a little bit of water, and then I'm going to dunk the decal with all its dials and so on, and a little bit missing because I was clumsy, into the water, keeping hold of it and just holding it underwater, and hold it there for a good few seconds. Well, probably about 25 seconds actually. So I should have had a joke ready to tell you, shouldn't I? But alas, I didn't. But anyway, what will happen is that the water, dunking it in the water, will release the decal from its backing plate, and it's then necessary to slide it onto the surface that it's going to be put on. And I use a cocktail stick sometimes to help me with that. So just put a cocktail stick in there and see if it's moving. No, it's still stuck on. Best to use warm water actually. Cold water doesn't tend to work as well. My phone's slipping out of its holder. It's a nightmare. Sorry about this interruption. Normal service will be resumed. Couldn't have happened at a better time, could it? There we are. Ugh. Still not moving. Dear oh Lord, never had one take this long before. Maybe now. No, still not moving. That's ridiculous. Be patient, folks, with all these things. You've got to be patient. Now I've left it in there immersed in the water for now. Give it a little while longer. I think what I'm going to do then, while that's in there, I'm just going to talk about the pilot. There he is. I'm going to paint him while he's on the sprue. His main flying suit, it says in the instructions, is to paint it green, with a brown flying helmet and black boots. I don't think that's really authentic, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Normally he'd be wearing a sort of brown flying jacket, Air Force blue trousers and black boots with some fur around the tops, and then most importantly you'd be wearing a life jacket, which would be in a sort of yellow or an old cream colour. But anyway, as it's a starter kit, I'm doing it exactly as they say, so it's true to Airfix instructions, and within the four paints that are supplied. As far as his face is concerned, I'm going to leave his face Airfix grey, which brings me on to an important point actually about skin tones and so on. There are a number of different shades, as there are with people, and you can choose your own. And bear in mind that actually Spitfires in the Battle of Britain were flown from people all over the world, and so you can choose who's flying your Spitfire when it comes to it. But for now, because there isn't a really an appropriate flesh tone, I don't think, then we'll leave it as Airfix grey. Okay. Let's try this decal again and see if it's ready to come out. Oh. Yes, it's moving. So now what I can do is get the cockpit assembly here, and slowly sort of slide the transfer from its backing paper onto the there. Can you see that? That's just slid onto the bulkhead there to make it the cockpit, and you can see all the dials and so on and so forth. They're ready. So I hope you can see that. There we are. Okay, so that's that done. I'm going to bring this section to a close now. I think when we meet again, I'll have painted the pilot, and we'll perhaps get ready to stick the two fuselage halves together. Okay, bye for now, everyone.